It seems like the increase in social security benefits has finally been decided, and why I'm saying this, look at this. Governor Cox proposes complete elimination of state tax on social security benefits. If you remember, Donald J. Trump said that he's going to eliminate all taxes on social security. What it means no federal tax and at the same time no state tax. It means a lot of things are going to change for social security recipients, and at the same time a number of lawmakers are saying enough is enough. It's time to increase the benefits for millions of these retirees as well as for SSI and SSDI recipients who are struggling right now. But Mike Crapo has its own version, and he asked the witness point blank about something that created shockwaves across the US.
The Social Security Administration's disability programs remain on GAO's high-risk list, due in part to SSA's continued use of outdated occupational data to make disability decisions. If I heard your testimony correctly, I think you said they've already spent something like $100 million to study this and to update it, but they're not using that information. Did I hear you correctly?
Absolutely. Remember that he's concerned about SSI and SSDI recipients as well, because remember that SSI recipients are close to 7 to 9 million and they are struggling right now. Do you know that around 5 million social security recipients are living in poverty and nobody cares? Well, I'm going to show you this entire video clip where Mike Crapo asked point blank to witnesses that tell me about social security and how you're going to increase the benefit. And this is indeed a very important video, so make sure you watch this video till the end if you receive social security, SSI, even SSDI benefits as well. And before I start the video, I would like to ask you just for a little favor to please smash the like button on this video, as it helps this video and the channel as well. So without any further ado, let's start the video. So let's start the video with something very important, and we are talking about the Doge, not the Doge coin, but the Doge department. Yes, Vivek Ramaswamy, at the same time Elon Musk, are going to lead this department and see what Ramaswamy has to say about it. Doge not planning cuts to social security and Medicare. Yes, there's been a lot of rumors that they're going to cut social security, while at the same time Donald J. Trump said that he's not going to cut social security benefits at all, but he said that he's going to eliminate the taxes on social security, which will change social security for millions of Americans. At the same time, a number of people are saying this as well that shocked everyone. Watchdog says world richest man Elon Musk has declared war on social security. How is going to declare war, while at the same time Donald J. Trump that he's not going to do anything with social security, while at the same time Vivek Ramaswamy, who is the co-leader of Doge department, said that he's not going to cut social security and Medicare. Well, moving on to the details, Elon Musk's commission is a plot to destroy our social security by giving it to Wall Street executives so that you get nothing and they get everything, warned one advocate. Well, when it comes to this very important advice, or you can say very important suggestions, we need to understand one thing, that Elon Musk hates Wall Street, and we all know that. He declared war on the Wall Street, not on social security beneficiaries and social security. Why I am saying this? Because you remember that when it comes to Elon Musk, he always has competition in other sectors. While it comes to SpaceX, means space technology, car industries, and as well as now he's in the social media side as well with his X. So how come he's going to support the Wall Street people and not the public that he's been working for a very long time? Well, this is indeed a very important point from a number of analysts and experts, but we are going to get into the details. But look at this. Let's go back towards Cox. Governor Cox promises to complete elimination of state tax on social security. When we go into the details, and this is very important, Governor Cox releases proposed 2026 state budget on Thursday, and it includes a recommendation to eliminate the state tax on social security benefits. According to the governor's press release, Utah is one of the 8 states that tax social security benefits. His recommendation is passed. 150,000 Utahns could save an average of $950 annually. You heard it absolutely right, $950. But this is specific to the state of Utah. But remember that when it comes to social security recipients are close to 70 million, and we all know that their vote is always a decisive vote in any election. That's why no one is talking about the fact that Trump talked about eliminating taxes on social security, which was a deal breaker, because 70 million votes to any leader is going to change the whole prospect of any election. And right here we've seen that no one took into the perspective. Well, Kamala Harris never talked about social security. All she said that she's going to protect social security, but no one is asking that from which enemy you are going to protect Social Security from. Moving on towards more details, and we are talking about the Vivek Ramaswamy statement on not cutting Medicare and Medicaid as well as Social Security. Vivek Ramaswamy told Ashwis Mike Allen at the Aspen Security Forum that it would be premature for his new efficiency commission, which he's co-leading with Elon Musk, to discuss sweeping cuts to Social Security, Medicare and Medicaid. So why it matters? Well, those programs are by far the biggest lines in the federal budget, making them ripe targets for a commission with a mandate to slash spending. But cutting entitlements is also the third rail of American politics. Ramaswamy said Wednesday that the Department of Government Efficiency, also known as Doge, will look for waste and fraud in these programs, including people receiving payments who shouldn't be. But wholesale cuts to entitlement is a policy decision that belongs to the voters and their representatives in Congress, Ramaswamy said in his statement. And this is very important. Remember that when it comes to Social Security, 70 million Social Security relies on Social Security. It's their lifeline, and if they try to cut Social Security, it will create a huge chaos in the country. And right here we need to understand one thing that no one is talking about, and what it is the increase in Social Security and the willingness of Bernie Sanders to work with Donald J. Trump. You heard it absolutely right. Bernie Sanders has a proposal of $2,400 increase in Social Security yearly. That translates to $200 increase every single month. So if he joins forces with Donald J. Trump is talking about elimination of taxes. Remember, if there will be no taxes on Social Security, at the same time your benefits will see an increase, and we are talking about a fixed increase of $200 every single month. It will change a lot of things for millions of Americans, especially for Social Security recipients, senior, disabled American, and even children who are living in poverty. Do you know that around 5 million Social Security recipients are living in poverty right now, which is such a shame in a nation where we give billions of dollars to other nations and we don't have money to spend on our own people, and we talk about the depletion of Social Security fund. A very shameful thing. Now it's time to watch that complete video from Mike Crapper, where he asked point blank to witnesses that tell me that what Social Security recipients current situation is and how you're going to improve it, and what are your suggestions, and are we taking any necessary steps. Let's watch it, then I'll come back and give you more updates and very crucial updates about Social Security increase. At the same time, I'll break it down for you.
Dr. Gotland, I'd like to go to you first. The Social Security Administration's disability programs remain on GAO's high-risk list, due in part to SSA's continued use of outdated occupational data to make disability decisions. If I heard your testimony correctly, I think you said they've already spent something like $100 million to study this and to update it, but they're not using that information. Did I hear you correctly?
Yes, that is correct. I believe the amount is higher. It's over $250 million.
$250 million. And the information is not being utilized?
As far as we know, yes, it is not being utilized.
So explain a little bit about why the Social Security Administration's use of this outdated occupational data is a contributing factor to its disability programs being on GAO's high-risk list.
So we have, on our high-risk list, there are two main areas. One for SSA is managing its backlogs, and one is modernizing its eligibility criteria. And the eligibility criteria are absolutely essential in deciding disability awards. So these are make or break decisions for people who are needing benefits. The occupational data in particular are something that dates back right now to the 1990s and even earlier to the 1970s. The Washington Post article, for example, highlighted one example of a vocation that still continues to be used, the pneumatic tube operator. And we thought, oh, maybe that would be something that wasn't realistic, that didn't really get invoked. But in fact, we just identified in preparing for this 2 recent federal court cases where pneumatic tube operator was cited as a viable occupation for someone applying for disabilities and part of the basis for their denial. So this is something that is of grave concern to the individuals who are applying for benefits who are unfairly denied. It is also costing Social Security Administration administrative costs in processing these cases. And in addition, it's costing the federal courts time and resources in processing those appeals.
Yes, you heard her right. Remember that right now the Social Security Administration is struggling because they simply cannot process the pending cases and they're denying. Remember that in one of the cases that I was just watching this very important witness hearing from the Senate, and the senator made a statement that I talked to a Social Security recipient who applied for SSI and SSDI and he was simply denied. So when I asked the Social Security Administration's department that why he got denied, and they replied that it's completely normal. Everyone gets denied on the first application. And this is indeed very shocking for a department that takes care of a lifeline for Social Security recipients. Yes, Social Security is a lifeline for millions of Americans and no one seems to care about it. But let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this whole situation, because this is very important. Social Security is a lifeline for millions of Americans and they are struggling, and we all know that. And the government needs to do something in order to increase the benefits for Social Security recipients who are struggling in this worst inflation. Let's see. All eyes are on January 28th where Donald J. Trump will fulfill his promise or not. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Is Donald J. Trump is going to fulfill his promise of eliminating the taxes on Social Security, and at the same time is he going to join forces with Bernie Sanders to increase the benefits for Social Security recipients? A very important question that needs to be answered, but I would like to know your view about it. Well, thank you so much for all of your love and support. I will see you in the next video very soon. Till then, please take care and have a nice day.